I think you should be able to see my screen at this point in time. I serve Eastern Iowa community colleges as our Regents Transfer Advisor. So that means I specialize in assisting students with the transfer process to the 3 state universities in Iowa. I can, however, assist students with the transfer process to any institution that they are interested in transferring to after their time at Scott Community College. I'm available to meet with students to assist with applications, any transfer related questions you may have, academic planning, lots of different things related to the transfer process. I know right now with everything going on with COVID and things being such so uncertain at this point in time, students may feel like pursuing transfer isn't the right thing to do right now, but I just want to encourage people to continue pursuing that if it is something that you're interested in doing. Now's a great time to work with your academic advisor to select classes that make sense in that transfer process. So don't stop thinking about those things and pursuing those options. We also have a lot of great online resources available to students to be able to use from home. If you go to our website, eicc.edu, and search for transfer information, that will bring you to our transfer section on the website where we have lots of different planning guides and resources available for students to be able to use from home. If you do want to set up a time to meet with me or ask me any questions, my email is provided there at the bottom of the slide, and I'm happy to help you in any way.
Students can get a hold of me through the Advising Center or the Student Services Center. They know how to forward an email to me. Otherwise, any student can call me at my office, and that number is 563-468-2186. I check that daily, so just give me a call. I'm available to meet with students Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 1. So that just means I'm in my office, and if you call me during that time, I'll be available unless I'm on the line. So if you can't reach me, just please leave a message and I'll get back to you. So right now I'm just talking to students over the phone, and that seems to be working pretty well. As far as this time period that we're in right now, I just want to normalize a little bit of how much stress and anxiety people are experiencing. I've heard a lot from folks that they're just tired, and that makes a lot of sense right now. We're all trying to, oh, thank you, I see it, great. We're all trying to adjust to new information on a daily basis, new routines, and that is exhausting. And the other thing I'm hearing from a lot of folks is that personal goals they've had, whether that is healthy coping skills they've worked really hard to achieve, whether that's healthy eating or exercise, or maybe even managing an addiction, folks are relapsing on some of that. And that just makes a lot of sense right now when we think about how much energy it takes to make positive steps towards new behaviors. It takes a lot out of us. And so right now we just don't have that energy. I just really want to encourage people, reach out. If you want to reach out to me, that would be wonderful. I'm here. If maybe you had prior support in the past that you want to see if they're still available, that would be a good choice. The other thing is just to really be compassionate. This is a good opportunity to practice non-judgmental self-compassion and understand that you're coping. And sometimes we don't cope in the best ways that we would like, but we're trying to manage all the emotions and stress that we're going through. It can really be helpful to reach out and talk. I'm available. It's difficult right now. I just can't reiterate that enough, that it's very hard to, and it's very taxing to every day try to figure out a new routine. So a lot of us aren't able to go on autopilot anymore. So those little decisions that we used to be able to just breeze through are a lot more difficult right now. So anyway, I'm available, and I just really hope that you take advantage of my service. Call anytime.
Thank you, Rose. And next up is Roger from Community Action to talk about some of his services there.
Great, thank you. It's great to be here with you. Many people have lost a job or lost hours or maybe just struggling financially as we all deal with this pandemic. And if that's you or someone you know, we would sure like to come alongside you here at Community Action to try to help. We have our website up on the screen for you to see. The website address is caeiowa.org. And if you go to our website, that's going to be the easiest way for you to get a hold of us. I'd like to just point out a couple of things that we could help with. One of them here, energy assistance. We can help with a power bill. We have a program that can help with that if you qualify, and we'd be happy to go through the application with you, or you can apply online for that service. But the main things that we're doing right now, the biggest programs that we're operating right now are food and diapers. So if you or anyone you know needs food or you're having trouble paying for food, you can come on here and click on this link and fill out a very simple application for food. And it's just your address, how many people are in your household, name, email, birth date. You're going to self-declare your income. We don't need any paperwork about your income. And then you're going to indicate whether you have transportation, would like to pick up a food box, or whether you would like for it to be delivered to your door. And then if there are any special concerns or special needs that you have that we might be able to meet, you're going to put that down here. You click submit, and we will deliver a food box to your doorstep within 1 working day. Before the pandemic, we were doing about 8 food boxes a month, or I'm sorry, a week, about 8 to 12 food boxes a week, and we're now doing 700. So demand is very high. We welcome anyone who needs food to fill that out. Very similar form for diapers. So if you have a baby, you click on this link right here. We will bring diapers to you. If you have a need and you just don't know where to go, you don't know, let's say that maybe you're interested in unemployment, or you need housing assistance, but you just don't know where to turn. If you fill out this email us form at the bottom of our website, it's at the bottom of every page on our website, we will get back to you, and we answer this 24 hours a day. So maybe if you email us at 2 in the morning, you might not get an answer until about 5, but you will get an answer right away. Usually within an hour, you will get an answer to your question from a live person. So again, just to summarize, we're here, we want to help. It's what we're here for. So please try out our services if you've never tried them before.
Thank you, Roger. That is unbelievable, 700 boxes. Next up is Kelly from Financial Aid.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kelly Maidlow, and I serve students as a financial aid specialist. We are available to serve students via phone and email during the closure. I will add both of those information in the chat box later, and we can also assist students via Zoom on an appointment basis. We just wanted to let everybody know the financial aid office mainly communicates with students via their school email. So we encourage everybody to check it regularly. And if you have any documents that you need to submit us, we are encouraging students to use our FA drop-off to securely submit those documents. And you can find the FA drop-off box by logging into the financial aid self-service. We also have Icann, which is the Iowa College Access Network, is also offering free assistance to families with FAFSA filling out and planning and advising via Zoom appointments. And you can connect with them calling them at 877-272-6492, or you can visit them at www.icannsucceed.org/appointment to schedule a virtual appointment. And I can also share those in the chat box.
Thank you, Kelly. And I think there's something in the works that we just don't have enough detail on. It's the CARES Act. That sounds like we'll find out some more information about how that might be able to help some students as well. Next up, we have advising. I'll turn it over to Kathleen, Kristen, and Angelique.
Hello, everyone. This is Kristen from Academic Advising. I'm going to go ahead and kick us off with some, we've kind of split some things up for advising. I really liked on the Community Action website how it says it says the offices are closed, services are open. That's definitely kind of how we're operating with advising services. Advisors are available to meet and speak with students during regular business hours, just as we would if the campus were open. What we really want to just kind of hit home with is that please contact your academic advisor. If you're not sure who your advisor is, you can go to eicc.edu/COVID-19, and on the left-hand side there are student resources, and there is a link once you click into the student resources that shows you how you can look up your academic advisor on EIC Connect. So if you're not sure who that individual is, we really encourage you to find out who that is and start an email with them so that you can communicate how it would be best for you to set up a time to meet with your advisor. Academic advising is utilizing Zoom so that we can meet virtually, as well as Google Voice, or some advisors are utilizing *67 to call their students. But what's most important is that you communicate with your advisor and establish a time that works for the two of you to meet, regardless of what kind of platform you're using, so that you know the call is coming or the Zoom link is coming. We realize that students are at home with multiple folks, sometimes their children, sometimes their siblings, and we're kind of doing the same thing at our homes. So we want to make sure that we can connect with you and establish that communication. Fall registration is open and we are meeting with students. So we definitely want to make sure that we can connect. So find out your advisor, reach out to them, and that's my piece.
Love your random cat passing through there. I'm Angelique Kimball. I'm also an academic advisor. I want to share my contact information. Thank you, Lindsay, for setting that bar really high. Yeah, reach out to us. We're still doing the same kind of services. We just want you to know that just because you're at home doesn't mean you're alone, okay? So having said that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about registration. We are still registering for summer and fall. We can do that through various platforms as well with Zoom. If you need to talk to somebody, you can video chat or talk to them on the phone. I do a lot of mine through email. And for that, we ask, in order for it to be secure, please use your school email. So then we know it's you and we can double check that and keep you safe. But we get it that sometimes it goes to your phone, you're on the run, that makes it easy, more accessible. So if you do have to use your personal email, which us advisors use your personal in school quite a bit, we ask that you use your student ID. So if you don't know where your student ID is at, it's there right here in your EIC Connect upper right-hand corner. For that reason, when you call us financial aid or anything, we don't use your social, we use your student ID up here in the right-hand corner, okay? So say you only need 1 or 2 classes, I can do that for you pretty quickly via email, and I just ask, use your student ID, and I can plot a class on your timeline. The other thing I want to talk about is our student planning module. This is that self-registration that we talked to you about a long time ago during orientation. It's access to your EIC Connect on the left-hand side under your students tab, where you find all that great information like what Kelly was talking about, that financial aid self-service. For student planning, we're going to go to your academic planning because that's what we're doing. And you're going to go to student planning because you're the student. And so out here, you probably use it with us in the office, but you guys have access at home so that you can have control over your learning. If you've never used it before, you can go to step number 1 and it'll show you your degree. And from there, you can plot your classes and choose your times. There's great hyperlinks and stuff like that. If you've been here for more than 2 semesters, you can register yourself. Otherwise, you can submit it to us for review. And then, like I said, feel free to talk to us, connect with the help desk if you have any problems. It's pretty sweet. Put your classes in your cart, kind of like shopping on Amazon, super easy, okay? And so that's my spiel. Reach out to your advisor. We can help you out with whatever you have problems, issues with.
All right, and I believe I'm the third advisor to speak. My name is Kathleen Campbell. One thing we can't stress enough is check your student email accounts. You've probably received a plethora from all of us, but especially your advisors. We're trying to keep in touch with you for registration. If you are like, I have no idea who to contact, for instance, we have knowledge of something called 211. You dial 211 on your phone, and it takes you to United Way, has services, a ton of them that can help you, as well as the ones you're hearing today. Another thing is you may be receiving emails from us because your instructors are contacting us trying to find out if you're okay or not. If they think that you're not participating in the course, or if something's going wrong, they're not seeing your participation, they'll contact us so we can reach out to you. And really all we're doing is just trying to make sure you're okay. It's a difficult time for all of us. I know all of us can say our lives are chaotic and we're juggling a million things at home, but our top priority is making sure you're okay as we get through all of this. And I think that is all the advising team had. Did I forget anything, guys? All right.
Go team.
Thank you all, and yes, definitely encourage you all to connect with your academic advisors because they have a lot of knowledge on resources, but also we understand the situation we're going through, so we're being very flexible in terms of grading options and things like that, and they have a lot of knowledge in those areas. So make sure you reach out to your advisors and they can provide guidance in that area. All right, next I'll turn it over to Steve to talk a little bit about tutoring.
So our tutoring center is going to be supporting students, or has been supporting students since we've returned from break. The writing center is available via email, and I've posted their hours there. The math center is still tutoring students through Zoom. So if students need assistance for pre-algebra, algebra, calculus, there are the hours posted there. You can just send an email to that email box. It is being monitored all the time, and then they'll set up an appointment with you that's mutually beneficial to you and the tutor for math. There's also general tutoring available. The subjects available there are chemistry, biology, A&P, CSC 110, most accounting courses, and Econ are available through this as well. And then other courses by request. So please feel free to reach out via email there as well. That email box is also monitored consistently, so we will get you connected with the appropriate tutor. I've also put down here TRIO Student Support Services as well. I'm also the director of TRIO here on campus, and we're a specialized advising program. And I also included the link to our webpage just to give you a little bit more information about TRIO there as well, and let you know if you qualify for those services. But again, our tutoring services are still available here on campus, in addition to the smart thinking that is available in all of the classes that you are currently taking through Canvas. You can use the smart thinking app, and I believe every student has 15 hours to utilize with smart thinking as well. So please take advantage of that, because the tutors in that program have master's degrees and PhDs in their areas of expertise. So you are in quite good hands there as well. Between these services, if there is anything else that you would need, please feel free to reach out to those emails as a student, and we will get back with you within 24 hours, typically is the turnaround time on those. So if you do have any questions or concerns, do know that it most likely will not be an immediate response, but within the 24-hour cycle. Again, if there are any further questions, you can reach out to any of those emails and we'll be able to provide additional assistance. Thank you very much, and you have a very good day.
Thank you, Steve. Now we'll turn it over to Deb to talk about library services.
Hello. So I'm going to pull up my screen here. Give me just a second. There we go. Can everybody see that? All right, so I want to talk to you a little bit about the library services. I know that campus is closed, but please rest assured that your library services are still up and active in the same way that we were when we were in the building. So we have tried to modify and reach out to where you guys are, which is largely Canvas right now. So we developed as librarians an EICC Library and Learning Resources Canvas course that you can come through and get contact to your librarians, no matter which campus that you are on. And then you can also get your resources that you need to complete your papers, to do the research that you need to do, and to reach out to the larger library services if you need that. So the way to get to the EICC Library and Learning Resources page, if you're in Canvas, up on the top here, you can just go to this particular course. You can cut and paste that ID or put in the 55204, and that will take you to it in Canvas. The other way to get to it is to go through courses and then all courses. And then you can search under browse more courses. And if you just put in EICC, that will pull up the EICC Library and Learning Resources page. That is connected to all of the students that attend any campus at EICC. So more than that, we're also available to do a Zoom consult with you or help you with your paper or citation. Beyond the resources we have here, you can reach out and chat with us in the Canvas course, or you can participate and leave us a question in discussion. I would remind you, however, that just like with all of your Canvas courses, if you contribute to discussion or chat, that is a public view. So anybody that accesses that can see the chat that you do. If you need to have a private conversation with a librarian about the research that you're doing or the library resources that you need to access, please do either give us a call or email us. We haven't really changed the things that we're doing. So I'm going to go into your student resources page here and go to library. You can email us at scclibrary@eicc.edu, and we can have a private conversation about your library needs. You can also still go ahead and call that main library number. That forwards to the librarian on call, and they will pick up that call just like any other telephone call. There's a voicemail there. If you leave a voicemail at that number, it forwards to the email of the librarian on call. So we're able to get back to you pretty quickly as long as you're within our normal business hours. We're staffing the phones and the online and the email Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 to 5, and Tuesdays and Monday, Wednesday, Fridays 8 to 5, and Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're also checking in with it periodically on the weekends. So the weekends you might have an hour or two turnaround, but we've got librarians on all the time to help you do the things that you need to do for your classes. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. And I'll go ahead and put in the chat box the library number and the email if you want to get in touch personally with a librarian, and then also those same hours that we talked about. So we're here for you. We know that you have to get your school work done. We're also available and helping your instructors as we all sort of adapt to online earning. So my final word would just be reach out if you're having a problem. We can help you with information, we can help you with access, and we can help you get your classwork done. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Deb. And so we'll move on to the next area. And I know every area has been challenged, but I can probably say e-learning's probably been one of the areas that's been challenged the most. So I'll turn it over to Angela to talk about some of the things that they're providing students during this transition.
Hi, everyone. My name is Angela Thomas. I'm an instructional technologist in the e-learning department. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Hopefully everyone can see that. What you're seeing now is the Canvas dashboard. You see all your different courses that could be on there, but the main thing we're going to focus on at first is the Student Resource Center. When you click on it, you'll be taken to the landing page or the home page. At the top, you'll see any recent announcements. If you scroll down a little bit, we put a link to the EICC COVID-19 webpage for the most up-to-date information from the school. Scroll down a bit further, we have links for the EICC mobile app and the Canvas student app. A little bit further down, you'll see a Start Now button that'll take you to the modules of the Student Resource Center. And this little section here is kind of set up like a table of contents in a book. So if you know where you want to go quickly, say you need to get in contact with someone about disability services or financial aid, these links will take you directly to that specific module. If you scroll back to the top or click the Start Here button, you'll be taken to the modules page. And just like with any other course that are typically set up in either a unit or chapter or weekly modules, the SRC is set up in a similar fashion. Since the start of the transition from moving campus classes to online, we created a new module at the top to help get people started who are making that first initial jump into the online section. So we have a section here about navigating your Canvas class. We put in a lot of videos directly from Canvas to get you started on notification preferences, using the Canvas calendar. Let's see, communicating with your instructor via the inbox over here. Written assignments, how to upload an assignment. Sometimes students who are new to the online realm aren't real sure how to do that. These videos will walk you through each step. Viewing videos, a lot of the campus courses are now using Zoom, just like we are, to meet and distribute their lecture material. This video will walk you through that as well. There's a video here from an instructor that she made that she's sharing with all the students, and then one directly from Instructure Canvas. There's a module on how to take a quiz in Canvas. A special note, keep in mind that you may or may not be able to start and stop an exam or take multiple attempts unless it's specifically laid out by the instructor for that. As Deb had mentioned, for the new EICC library and learning resources, there's a link directly to that. And just click that link and you'll be taken directly to the same library and learning resources she mentioned. Other information, we've got registrar's calendar dates for online and campus classes, advising information, how to find out who your advisor is, how to reach out and get in touch with them. There's video walkthroughs for EIC Connect. Information from Lindsay on the Regents transfer information. How to get textbooks, tutoring, paying for classes. This whole module's on financial aid, classroom expectations, student handbook information, graduation information, tech requirements, specific campus. There's videos in here that will give you a tour of the campus, information on TRIO, and a directory assistance at the bottom. That's about all I have to share. If there's any questions, you can always reach out to the e-learning department at canvashelp@eicc.edu.
All right, thank you, Angela, and thank you and all of your team for helping with this transition to all online.
Glad to
Next,
help.
I'll turn it over to Martha from Iowa Works.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. And I'm trying to figure how to share because it's not pulling up my screen. But thank you, first of all, for having us. Right now, it's a very trying time with those folks all affected by not having, being able to go to a job. So we have a lot of information to share in terms of the process of how to file a claim. And it is very busy right now. And I think the frustration that we've seen with a lot of the folks that are trying to log on to file a claim or call in, that those are the big issues we're having right now. But as we've reiterated several times, is that Iowa Workforce Development, Iowa Works, is there to help facilitate everyone with their unemployment insurance claims. I'm going to try and share the screen. So we're having folks go to the iowaworkforcedevelopment.gov website, because this website ideally gives a lot of information that explains some of the issues regarding filing unemployment claims right now. First and foremost, everybody's asking about the CARES Act benefits, and information outlining these benefits are on this website. So the easiest thing that we are asking folks to do is first tap into the iowaworkforcedevelopment.gov website to get all of the updated information. And then by clicking it here at this file your unemployment claim, this takes you actually to where you can get assistance due to the pandemic and COVID. And it kind of shows you how much you would be receiving for dependents, zero dependents. So very thorough information regarding filing the unemployment assistance for under the CARES Act. And if we return to this also as well, it offers a lot of facts and a lot of questions that are being asked. One thing too that we want our folks to know that, you know, affected by this terrible COVID-19 situation is that there's going to be lots of calls, as you can imagine. And we refer everyone who have questions on their claims or are wondering, you know, if I'm doing this correctly. That is our phone number. I'll put that in the chat after we're done. But, you know, call volume is high, and that is why we are also receiving a lot of emails. So if you can't get through the phone lines, we are asking that you email us at this email right here. uiclaimshelp@iwd.iowa.gov, and your email will be answered to the fullest. We have folks on the working the page hours trying to answer questions, and every question is answered. And because there is a lot of questions, there's a lot of uncertainty. If you are currently working and you've lost your job because of COVID-19, you are eligible for benefits. So this page will explain as well, you know, the latest information and resources. And I want folks to understand that, you know, we're asking that everybody click on these resources first, because it allows you to have in-depth information about the pandemic unemployment assistance, the emergency unemployment compensation, the federal pandemic unemployment compensation. And so this page allows you to kind of, you know, see what the latest information that is coming out of IWD and our federal government in regards to filing unemployment claims, what you're entitled to, the CARES Act. As you can see, a lot of useful information. There's webinars that you can click on now that show you how to file an unemployment claim. We have those in English and Spanish, so that if you've never filed an unemployment claim, it could be overwhelming. And one of the things that we ask folks that would, upon clicking to file a claim, and it'll show you on this webinar, I'll click on one so you could see. And it goes through the entire process, and they click here and you will see before you attempt to file a claim what the actual time frame is and what you need. And I guess the most important thing about filing your unemployment claim right now, because of the high volume that is happening right now, that have your information ready. Make sure you have the employer's information, because we've had a lot of folks that, you know, sometimes get locked in their claim because they're having to look for the phone number, the address. And so having that information at hand is very helpful, so that you can speed the process up and you get your claim. So we encourage folks to watch these videos and get a little bit acclimated with how the system functions. And by going to iowaworkforcedevelopment.gov, latest information that we're receiving on a day-to-day from Des Moines. Also encouraging folks to like our Facebook page. The Facebook pages that we offer locally are Facebook Davenport, Muscatine. So it's Iowa Works Muscatine, Iowa Works Cocada, and Iowa Works Clinton. So there's information posted on there daily as it becomes available, or if a new webinar is also, you know, we're adding new different webinars every day because questions come up. I mean, when, you know, talking about dependents and, you know, how do I file my claim if I only work part of the year, and looking at how much, you know, you should count for working. And then it also talks about a little bit about the employers. Specifically right now, also, we're getting a lot of questions because a lot of details have not come up about this CARES Act. But as you can see, self-employed is big. A lot of folks that are hairdressers, that own like businesses like contractors, roofing companies that, you know, right now roofing companies are probably really busy, but some of the companies that have been affected, that have had to close because of COVID-19. So we strongly encourage everyone to kind of navigate this website. And if there are questions afterwards, strongly encourage to call this number, and call volume, as you can imagine, is very high, but encouraging also to send your email at this uiclaimshelp@iwdiowa.gov, because we can pretty much give you more detailed in writing. And a lot of this information is already online. So in the front screen of this website, it just talks about a lot. The other thing I want to touch upon is workers. There are temporary job openings. So if you are affected because of, you know, COVID-19, there are companies that are desperately seeking employees at this time. And if by clicking here, you can find temporary job opportunities that we often say that could become permanent. And so this takes you through all of the companies statewide. These are all throughout the state of Iowa. And you click and it gives you explanations of what the jobs are, how to apply, or you can actually apply online for most of these. So very, very good information, especially if right now folks are waiting in that waiting period to find out how much money they're going to get, or if they're going to apply for certain programs. If they're seeking jobs, I strongly encourage folks to look at this area of the website so they can get, you know, maybe look into opportunities that they may fit right into, and their immediate openings that they pretty much hire you right away. A lot of information about the governor and, you know, what's going on at the Capitol in terms of how COVID-19 is being handled, and a lot more information. So I will put, as I said, the 1-800 number on the chat. And if there's any questions, still, you know, please email us. It's a very trying time, and, you know, everybody's affected by it, but especially with the jobs, because there's so much uncertainty as to how it will affect you, your family, and long-term, because we don't know what this outcome will be. We just ask that, you know, you stay positive, know that there's help out there. We've worked closely with resource agencies as well, referring people to some local resources where, you know, they can go to seek additional assistance. But primarily, the big thing is we ask that, you know, because there is a high volume, I know that this is a trying time, the patients, and just know that we will answer your questions, and hopefully we can get these claims processed quickly so everybody gets their money. But if there's any questions, please contact us. And that's all I have, unless there's anything else from you guys.
Good morning, everyone. Just waiting for Martha to pull that stuff down. Okay, I'll go ahead and get started. Just wanted to share with you a couple things from our foundation office. One, for our students who had applied for scholarships for the summer or for the fall. I just wanted to let you know that we have made those awards, and they will be coming out to you next week. So that should ease a little bit of some of your worries for financial needs going forward. The other thing I want to share is that our foundation, in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, has allowed us to provide our student assistance funds as grants versus we used to do revolving loans. So if you are a student who has assistance needs, such as you have an emergency and you're unable to pay your rent, maybe your utilities are being shut off because you've lost employment, we do have resources available for that. And that is hosted through the Dean of Students Office. So Dr. Bean can help you with that. But the thing from the foundation I want to share is that we are here to support our students. And the reason that we wanted to make these funds are always available, but we made them into grants because we know at this point in time, this was nothing at your fault, that obviously this is something that we wanted to support and make sure that you're successful in your student career. The other thing I want to remind students of is as we're going forward, I know funding is going to be a little harsher for everyone. So please make sure that you are applying for scholarships. We will have, again, our next cycle will be due November 1st, and that will open August 1st. So just be mindful of that. I know that's one of the hardest things we try to educate students on is we are always awarding scholarships the semester ahead. So be proactive and get in there and apply early. Do not wait, and make sure you're mindful of the deadlines.
Yay. Good morning, everybody. So I know that, so here in the business office, we definitely understand that all the students are having some financial difficulty during this time. We have been working with, if you are in a payment plan with our NBS payment plan, we have been working with them and pushing back the dates that your payments are being taken out so that you're not having such hardships right now. So for example, if your payment was being taken out on April 5th, we have moved that to April 20th of this month. We also, NBS Nelnet has agreed that if you have missed any payments and were charged a $30 fee, that they are waiving that through this month. So we are trying to be very understandable for anybody that is having any type of financial difficulty. We are trying to work with everybody, change dates, not charge you any fees, and just trying to be understanding during this time. Also, here, let me share my screen here. So if you go to our main page, just theicc.edu, here provides all of our contact information. So if you scroll down, you'll see all of our contact information. So we are available and we will respond to you via email, or you can contact us on our business office phone, and we will reply to all voicemails as well. And I'll provide our number on the chat as well. So here is all of our contact information. Here you can find information regarding Bank Mobile. So if you are expecting a refund from financial aid or from dropping a class or any type of overpayment that creates a credit, here is the link to go to Bank Mobile and to choose your refund preference. Please do that if you have not, because if you have not chosen a refund preference, that delays you getting your refund. It stays on the account for 20 to 30 days, and then it just sends out a check. So if you have not, please do so. We do send you emails to your school email and to your personal email if you have not, so that we send reminders to make sure that you have done that. Also, if you are doing a payment plan for the summer term, you can click here for payment plan options as well. Also, we encourage you to go to your EIC Connect and check out your eBridge to view your e-bill. So you would go to your EIC Connect login, go to your eBridge, click Students, Financial Information, then you click your e-bill, and that'll show detailed information regarding your tuition, any financial aid, if there is any balance owed. Also, we had a meeting this morning, and what we are deciding is if you still owe a balance for this semester, we are currently going to remove those tuition holds for this spring and then resume putting holds on for the beginning of May, because we are understanding that you are having, you know, to still have money coming in and things like that. So at this time, we will be going through all of your accounts, and if there's any holds, we will remove them at this time so that you can register for classes at this time. So if there is a hold on your account for this term, just allow through at the end of the business day today. We'll make sure we'll get that, and we'll work with your advisors in that case so that you are able to get registered. For upcoming things, regarding if you are making a payment, you can make a payment if you do owe a balance on your e-bill. If you are mailing any check payments, we are receiving those. So somebody is going to the campus and collecting those checks in the mail, if you are doing that. So if you haven't seen it go through your account, we are trying to go through those. So you can still send in those check payments and do any payments online. But again, if you are experiencing that you can't make any payments right now, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to work with you in any way possible, and we'll let you know. You know, everybody has an individual situation, so we'd be happy to work with you and try to make sure that balance gets paid and that you're able to get registered for future semesters.
Thank you, Kathleen. And thank you all for sharing some of the resources. I think it's great to see some of the community areas and some of the departments within the college coming together to support the students the best we can. At this point, I'll open it up. If anyone has any questions, feel free to take over the mic or put them in the chat box, and we'll try to answer those questions for you.